Independence must remain an option. Nicola Sturgeon accused of breaking vote promise. Scotland's First Minister, 47, described the Conservatives' Brexit strategy to leave the European Union as a horror show, adding there was a better-than-evens chance that a hard Brexit could be stopped. Nicola Sturgeon said, "A new spirit of Scottish assertiveness is needed to deal with the threat she believes Brexit poses." She said, "We will resist as fiercely as possible the Tory plans for an extreme Brexit, outside the single market and customs union. The threat to Scotland's interests means independence must remain an option. Being torn out of the world's biggest single market against our democratic will, a market 8 times bigger than the UK's, threatens to do untold damage." Writing in the Sunday Mail, she said, "The year ahead has the potential to be one of the most significant in Scotland's recent history. I believe it will be a year in which a new Scotland continues to emerge, an emboldened, more confident and assertive nation." That is perhaps not the most obvious conclusion to draw from the ongoing horror show of the Tories' inept and chaotic Brexit plans, which threaten to do deep and lasting damage to our economy and society. But it is because of that overarching threat that I believe a new spirit of Scottish assertiveness is needed and will come to the fore. She added, "Last year, I made clear we will scrutinise the detail of any final Brexit deal negotiated by the UK government before deciding the next steps in terms of giving people a choice on Scotland's future. However, I have been clear all along that the threat to Scotland's interests means independence must remain an option." Ms. Sturgeon was forced to rethink her push for a second independence referendum after a dismal performance in the general election last year when the SNP lost 21 seats, including the seat of the party's former leader Alex Salmond. At the time she said her independence plans were on pause. But she now seems to have changed her mind, writing, "Last year, I made clear we will scrutinise the detail of any final Brexit deal negotiated by the UK government before deciding the next steps in terms of giving people a choice on Scotland's future. However, I have been clear all along that the threat to Scotland's interests means independence must remain an option." However, Scottish Conservative MSP John Lamont claimed Ms. Sturgeon had now gone back on her word. He said, "After last year's general election, Nicola Sturgeon promised to put her plans for independence on pause and focus on her day job. It's clear from her words today that she intends to break that promise within months, and once again put independence top of her agenda." As one of her own MPs said last week, "Most Scots don't give two hoots about independence." It's time Nicola Sturgeon listened for once and focused on what we pay her to do: sort out our schools, support the NHS and grow Scotland's economy.